Hey there, Solo here, and today we are back with another episode of Last Week at Bungie. Now, if you noticed, there were no uploads last week to pay respect to the Black Lives Matter protests and movements that were happening then and are still ongoing. And while progress has been made and some justice has been served, the fight is far from over. So, if you haven't already, I encourage you to do anything you can, whether that's donating, participating in the nonviolent protest, or simply educating yourself and others. Anything you can contribute is very much appreciated. Now, usually we do these videos on Tuesdays before reset, but with the community having a very limited knowledge of what's going on when the next season drops, I wanted to push this video out sooner to give everyone a glimpse of what happened over the last couple of days and what to look forward to. Last Saturday, Bungie had their very first live event that showed the Almighty being blown up. Of course, it happened with the help of Rasputin, and much like a lot of creators have been stating, the live event took an hour and 30 minutes, whereas the event could have lasted 20 to 30 minutes and still would have had a fulfilling effect. But I am actually going to play devil's advocate a bit for Bungie and saying that being that this was the first live event for them, you want to make sure that everything goes as right as possible. You don't want to take any chances. We all remember what happened with the Lie Quest, and whereas that was supposed to just be simple, hey, go here, do this, do that, there ended up being that whole thing with the mission and it being bugged for everyone. So it's very understandable that Bungie allowed more time for an event like this, especially as this was the first of its kind for Bungie. While I do agree that yes, it did feel like it was going on for a little bit longer than it should have, I applaud Bungie for stepping out of the box and trying something new, and the developers have acknowledged that this was something very new for everyone, new tools, new systems, new everything. Now that they know what they can do and how to do it, I'm sure we'll see more successful live events in the future. Now, moving on and still keeping in touch with the final moments of the season, there is still time as of when this video will go live. There's still time to get your Almighty Seal. I know that a lot of people, the last triumph that they have to complete is the hard-coded victory triumph, which surprisingly, I don't understand why there aren't a lot of people trying to accomplish this on the moon. I've seen a lot of people try to finish this accomplishment on the EDZ, and I know for me, when I was trying to get this done, I've seen a lot more activity on the EDZ rather than the moon. And funny enough, I actually had to jump to a different platform as there were not a lot of Guardians participating in these public events, but when they were involved, it was on the EDZ, but it was very limited in the amount of Guardians that were participating that I actually had to jump on PC to try to find a group, or maybe just random Guardians that were trying to get this achievement as well. And lucky enough, I did. I matched into a group where I was a solo person, but fortunately I was matched with other people who I assume were in other fire teams, and we were actually able to get it done. So I would encourage you, if you're still looking to do that milestone, that triumph, the moon is definitely where it should happen and where you should put all your efforts to, especially because the moon area, the way that it's built on the moon, it's easier to get done. Plus, I'm not sure, and I don't know why no one's really talking about it, but in each section, each of the towers that you're defending, on the third one, the one that's closest to usually where Tolan spawns on the moon, that yellow bar enemy, it's bugged in a way that it never gets past that cliff. So whereas on the EDZ, or I'm not even sure if people are even trying on IO, on those where the big yellow bar enemy is able to attack all towers, the moon, you're only dealing with two. So there's a lot of reasons, there's a lot of things that really work in Guardians' favors by doing this event on the moon. So definitely go there, try to get that done if you haven't already. Hopefully there's enough people on the moon or trying to, have that final day to get that triumph that you'll be able to match into a group and get it done. And while we're talking about the Almighty Seal and the hard-coded victory triumph, I just want to echo again what content creators before have stated about how these type of seasonal activities have no place being in the public event space. Especially because with this triumph being the last one that a lot of people needed, but having no control over the ability to, match into a public instance with the amount of friends that are really necessary to get this done, it just reemphasizes the fact where here is a learning that Bungie should take away from this season alone and say, hey, any other seasonal activity that we make in the future should not be a public event. If it is a public event, if that is its classification, then it needs to be some sort of match-made activity. It needs to be something where a lot of people have more control, have more agency over, okay, it's going to take this amount of people to complete it, where this is the amount of people that we feel should be completed, and I should be allowed as either the organizer or the fire team leader to say, I want this many people, I want these people to participate, and have no problems. I know in a previous video that I spoke about what I wanted to see in the future of Destiny is seeing Bungie have a little bit more consistency, and this is what I mean. There should be no reason why in season 21 that we revisit another seasonal activity that isn't a public event space. There should be no excuse then. We know now public events is not a seasonal activity. That should be the end of that. And here will be the time that I will talk about something that we can look forward to or something upcoming with Destiny, but we have no idea. When it comes to the next season of Destiny, Bungie has only released 2 15-second teaser trailers, but those aren't even any indications as to if that is for the fall expansion or if it's for season 11. And quite honestly, I'm not sure if this is a good thing, a bad thing, or if Bungie are just evil geniuses and have this master plan. And I only say that because in previous seasons, we've had graphics that were provided to us that one season showed everything that we're getting and the community was not happy about that. And then we had another season where it was limited in what they showed us. Even then, the community was still not happy with that. So I believe that Bungie understands the power of their marketing team. They understand that they are able to generate hype for the next season. So of the expected live stream that's happening an hour before the season starts, I have a feeling that they're banking on that hype that people will go out, and if they haven't invested in the season pass, they're going to go out, buy the next season. And from there, if they have a problem, Bungie can easily come back that with, well, we didn't tell you anything. You made that purchase based off of the live stream with the limited information that we did provide you, rather than in other seasons where you either felt duped or you felt, hey, this was all I got, I thought I was going to get more. You can't expect something if you're not told what to expect, right? So again, I'm having kind of an internal battle with myself as to whether or not I like this way of not being told anything and just take what is given, or if I prefer just to be told something. I will admit I do feel they at least could have provided us like a hint of what the name of the season would be, just something besides 2 15-second trailers that doesn't explain to us whether or not it's for the season or for the fall expansion. I just would have appreciated just some semblance of clarity about what am I expecting for a season coming in less than 48 hours. But that is all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments below if you were able to see the Almighty blow up in real time and what you thought about it. As I always say, sharing is caring. And if you want to see more content like this, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like these. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Solo says, so long.